Today, you guys, we're gonna be searching through a tide pool at night. That is right, you guys. We've been through this tide pool many times before and literally found some insane stuff. So we said to ourselves, why don't we try this at night? I think it's gonna be insane. Let's get to it. It's 5:05 p.m. The sun is about to go down, but before we do that, we're gonna zing the drone right into the sky and see if we can find some big hungry fish, because it's getting to that low light period where these big fish get moving, get hunting, and they start really swimming around looking for some food. If you look down the beach, as far as the eye can see, there is a ton of seaweed. I don't know what it is. Every time the world starts to warm up, we get clumps of seaweed, but inside that seaweed, we can find some really cool stuff. So let's dive into it. Look what we have here, ladies and gents. That is a really cool looking sea creature right there. This is a man-o-war, but the last thing you want to do is get stung by those tentacles right there. That will hurt you like you don't want to know, all right? It was not feeling good, but they're actually really pretty. Blue, purple, indigo, light blue, dark blue. Just a really cool looking, almost like a jellyfish, I'd say. They're really cool. Man-o-war right here. Let's throw this guy back in the water, see maybe if he'll swim off.
I have never been here where the tide has been this low. Check this out, guys. This is usually where it's completely filled with water. All this is usually underwater. And when I'm flying the drone and all the other videos, and I'm really looking for all the snook, I usually look right at this spot. They love sitting right here and swimming in schools right where I'm standing. That is absolutely insane. Really cool. And there's a ton of new rocks and super red sponge that we usually do not get to see, that we get to see right now today. It's amazing. We've never been here at dead low tide. It's really cool. We might have to come back when the sun's super high and do a dead low tide whole video here, because there's so many more things to look at. Now, I did really want to fly the drone in low light conditions. I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to fly this thing up and see what's around here, just a little bit kind of when the sun's going down at dusk. And what do you know? The most prominent things that I see when the sun's going down is black tip sharks. There's a total of 3 different sharks I've seen in flying the drone for about half a battery, and they're all black tip sharks. They all may look the same, but these are 3 different sharks. One of them got super shallow, and I did see a couple of snook cruising along the beach, but they gotta be careful because they're in the shallows as well with the sharks, and the sharks look like they are feeding. They look very aggressive right now. They're on the surface of the water. Looks like they're hunting and feeding at this hour. So we gotta keep our eyes peeled for sharks. Who knows, maybe if one swims close enough, we can capture him on this camera and maybe catch him. So right now, obviously you can see Jack's looking around the rocks, and it's dead low tide. This is the lowest tide it's ever been since we've been here. Throughout the coming hours, we're gonna camp this thing out until it gets pitch black dark out, and the tide is coming in right now. So by the time it's dark, all that water will be in, the fish will start swimming into their normal usual caves here, the places where they like to hang out, and that's when we will seriously dive into looking for creatures at night, is when that rock is getting a little bit filled with water, and there's some big pockets, big deep pockets where fish like to hang out. That's the goal today, and we got plenty planned, because we're expecting to find some really, really cool stuff today. I'm pumped.
We got the fish guy shout out of the day, and it's going to Xander. He got himself a nice Respect the Reef hat and my favorite shirt, the Cut the Plastic tee. The best seller, you guys love it. Xander, let me tell you what, man, you look dang good in that fish guy apparel, and thank you so much for supporting the fish guys. We really do appreciate you for supporting the brand and for watching us on YouTube. It's amazing. You're an amazing fish guy.
I don't know what it is, man. The only thing here during the dusk hours is a guy with crazy hair, and you're looking at him. And black tip sharks. That's it. That's the only thing I can find on the drone. Literally, I found another black tip shark way down there, and that is literally it. That's all we can see on the drone, which is fine, which is totally fine, because I'm sure once the sun goes down, a lot of stuff's gonna start coming out, but sadly, we're not gonna be able to fly the drone at nighttime. I'm gonna fly this thing back. Maybe we find something else, but as of right now, we're banking on this tide pool at night. What is this side of the hair doing? It's just like completely going forward. It's a very windy day, and it is kind of rough out there. A little bit scary at the beach, but guess what? Who knows, we could find some octopus or something. Let's look through these tide pools and see what we can find.
First find of the night, you guys, is a unidentified species of a crab. Take a look right here. We thought he was alive, but if you actually look at him, I think he's either dead or it is a molt. A lot of the times these crabs will molt, and their molt will literally look like a normal crab. It's happened a lot of times in the aquarium where we see these guys molt and we're like, oh my God, our crab just died. But really, it's just a mole. I don't know. Yeah, this is just a mole. He's completely hollow. I don't know. Questionable. First find of the night. It can only go up from here. This guy is dead. All right, let's go find some more stuff. Take a look what's inside this pocket right here. There is a filefish. The tide is coming in extremely high, so we have not too much rock exposed, and the waves are crashing over, and they're probably bringing fish like this. This is some sort of filefish. Look at that. I don't know what kind that is. I don't know what kind that is, but that little dude right there is freaking epic. Cool guy eating up here in the tide pool. He probably loves to feed on these snails. That's probably why he's in here. I mean, if you take a look at the bottom here, look how many snails are along. And he probably just goes and snacks on them. Look at those teeth in there. Say cheese for the camera. Look at that. Crazy guy right here. We'll put him back here. The tide's coming up. This guy will find his way out of here, no problem.
The tide's coming in real nice right now, guys. We gotta move quickly through these rocks because the tide's coming in. So we gotta look while there's still water inside of them and it's not a freaking ocean. So I'm gonna go over by the right side of the rocks and see what we can find over here. Okay, now as you guys can see in this seaweed here, this is where I was looking through in this seaweed. We have a pufferfish right here in the seaweed. He literally looks like the seaweed, literally. Look how cool that is from the top. So I'm gonna try to net him before he, leaves our tide pool here. So he's all in the seaweed here. Let's get him a net right there. Look at that thing. This is not a regular pufferfish. That is no leopard puffer right there.
Oh, what is that?
That is a different.
That's crazy.
That's a different kind of pufferfish, dude. That's
super strange.
Yeah, usually we catch those baby leopards or the big leopards. This is not a leopard, dude. Someone down in the comments, let me know what that thing is. That is not a normal pufferfish that we see. But who knows? Maybe these guys only like to swim around at night in the tide pools because I really have never caught this guy before. Genuine. Let's put him back in the little pocket here, and he'll be in the ocean in no time because that tide's coming in. Look how cool that thing is, dude. That's sick. Now check this guy out right here that I've been looking through. This guy right here is extremely cool, living inside these rocks here. He's lucky that he wasn't dried out. This is a little coral banded, chilling in those rocks. What a cool little shrimp there. I love finding these guys because they're one of the coolest things you could find. There's just a white and red shrimp. Doesn't get much better than that in the shrimp world, baby. Big shrimp guy here. Look at him cruising along the bottom, just like that. Absolutely insane shrimp. Look at that thing. The thing's sick. That's one of the things you can find out here. Look at this thing. Jack, you didn't even see this thing.
Holy crap, I've been standing here holding the light.
There's more fish in there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy's on the rock. He's beached.
Get him, Jack. Get him.
Poor guy. Poor guy. Come here. Look at that. Holy crap. Look at this right here. 2 Sergeant Majors. 2 baby Sergeant Majors. Look at how different the color is on them at night. They're like almost leucistic beta fish. They kind of sleep, I guess, and they lose their color at night. But we got something even cooler right over here that I literally almost stepped on. Look at that. That is so freaking crazy. What is that? Some box?
He doesn't have much color either.
Yeah, box puffer.
It's nighttime, they don't lose their color.
They lose their color at night. That's a real, if only you guys could feel this, it's like a block, it's like a brick, a cement brick. It is so freaking hard. A crazy cool looking pattern and shape of a fish. Look at those horns. Look at that guy. That is so dang cool.
Guys, I was looking through this seaweed. You guys know I love looking through seaweed, finding those shrimp, those little dudes. I'm a big seaweed guy. They call me Fish Guy Chris, but I'm also a seaweed guy. This is the really cool thing that I did find in that seaweed. Look at that little baby horseshoe crab. We always find these guys here, only the small ones. We've only found one giant one, and that was it. We always find small ones now, and this guy is really cool. Very, you want to talk about a creepy little creature at night in a tide pool? It's that thing. That is a spider, glorified spider right there. Extremely, extremely cool.